guys, welcome back to Indulge with Dimples. We are doing another meal prep because the best way to lose weight and to stay on track is to make sure you are prepared for the day ahead. So this one is a breakfast casserole. I'm doing a little something different. If you know, I have made breakfast casseroles a couple times on my channel, but this one is a little more hearty. It's a little more tasty. It's a little more flavorful, and it's going to give you your money worth. Now, I always feel like a casserole is a good thing, especially if you want to be traveling for the summer, because we all are getting out, and you want to prepare by making a meal on the road that's easy and convenient. You can warm it up and it still be warm, or you can just eat it just at room temperature. This is what you want, room temperature, and it's hearty. You can eat it in the breakfast, you can eat it while you're driving. It doesn't matter, it's for everybody. Now this one I'm making is pretty much for you to stay on task and you don't have to be fidgeting in the kitchen for breakfast, and it's already prepared, especially if you're on the go. So first thing first, the things that we're gonna need are all set out on the table. Some things are extra, some things are not. So I have some hash browns right here and I air fried them, and then I have some bacon over here that I also air fried as well. It's turkey bacon. I like to cook my turkey bacon a little more crispier because I still want it to feel like regular turkey bacon. So what we're going to do is layer these hash browns in this casserole bowl, and I'm just going to put them at the bottom. So I pre-cooked them. Some people don't pre-cook them. I said, why not pre-cook them? So pre-cook them because we're going to put some eggs and all this other stuff on top. So I'm like, well, why not pre-cook these so they can taste really delicious? And I like these to the little tater tots because, you know, they're more convenient, they're wider. Everybody gets a little chew or crunch of what they want. So I cook them not so hard, but I cook them at a certain point where they can still be delicious. Now, all I'm going to do is just break the one up and fill in the gap. Make sure you measure out how many that you need for your casserole. This fits my casserole, 6 of them. So I'm going to put the potato hash at the bottom, and I'm going to surface in my refrigerator and find leftover cheese, and this mozzarella is left over. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on top of these, and this is just kosher salt, a little pinch, and then I'm going to take this leftover cheese, if you have any, and just sprinkle on top of your hash browns. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is make our egg mixture, and make sure you take your eggs out room temperature. I have 6 eggs right here. I probably only use 4 of the eggs out of the 6, and the reason why is because if you want to scratch your eggs, you can always use water, or you can add a little bit of heavy whipping cream. So I'm just going to use about 1/8 of heavy whipping cream, not a lot. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 dashes of hot sauce. It just gives it a nice little flavor kick. On top of that, I'm going to go ahead and start cracking these eggs. Now, egg whites are the bomb. If you're trying to be more healthier, use egg whites. I don't have egg whites right now. Or you can use the free cage range eggs as well. Them are good. So you can do a lot of different variations with this. So I'm going to start off with the 4 eggs, and I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to add a little bit of salt in here because you always want to make sure you salt all your food, and you want to go ahead and add a little bit of pepper in here. Now, if you have other type of seasonings that you want to add in here, go ahead and do so. And y'all know I'm always good for the total seasoning that I like to add in my food. So mix your eggs up, whip them up. Add as much seasoning as you would normally add. And then I didn't add that much salt because this seasoning I'm about to put in here has a nice amount of salt. So everything's going to be flavorful. And this is the seasoning that I like to use and I'm talking about. So make sure all your eggs is beaten up. Don't go overboard, heavy hand with this. And everything will be good. So mix this up about about a minute or so. This is a very friendly meal that you can have the kids help you make. So just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and add the other 2 eggs in here. Because this dish is pretty deep. And if you don't have a deep dish like I have, you don't have to add all that. And again, water if you're trying to be more healthier. If you want that fluffiness, put some heavy whipping cream in there. and voila, it's going to be really, really good. So whisk this up really good. Now, use whatever cheese you like. You can use low-fat cheese. You can use mozzarella cheese. You can use pepper jack. We're going to use sharp cheese today because we like sharp cheese around here. So I'm going to use this type of cheese, shredded cheese, in here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I have a half a cup of diced red onions. I like diced red onions. They have like this sweetness to it. They caramelize really good. They're very tasty. The white onions, I like doing that when I do like a egg. You know how you do an onion ring? Them are good. Then I have a half a cup of bell pepper diced really small in here. And you're gonna go ahead and mix that up in your egg mixture. Okay. Now I have the onions in here, the bell pepper in here, the heavy whipping cream, and I have my bacon. You don't have to use bacon. You can use like the ham chunks. You don't have to put anything in here. You can add more vegetables. You can add mushrooms. You can add different color of bell peppers in here. You can add lunch meat, just cut up really fine. So I'm doing is crunching this bacon up in my sauce, my egg mixture. Okay. Now, last but not least, I'm going to mix some cheese up in here, and I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning, and then we're going to pour the egg mixture over our hash browns. We're going to turn the oven on at 350, and you're going to let this bake until it's golden brown. Now, the hash browns are already cooked, and they're going to continue to cook, so they're going to get a little more crispier, but also, you just want to make sure you cook your eggs to your liking. So I like it when it's like a nice golden brown on top, and then we're going to take it out, cut it off, and sprinkle some more cheese on top. So when this is done, I will show you what your hash brown casserole looks like for a meal prep. So how easy is that? Alright guys, so I let it sit. I added some more cheese to it, and look how beautiful our casserole is. So I'm gonna actually take a little corner, a little piece out. It serves it's 6 eggs, it's 6 hash browns in here, and it's delicious. Okay, so make sure one thing that I did forget is to spray my pan, y'all. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot to spray the pan, but make sure you spray your pan. And I'm just gonna take this out of here to let y'all see what it looks like. But make sure you just spray the pan on the outside. I'm so used to cooking with non-stick stuff. It just went across my mind, but it came out, look. So it has a clean cut. It came out real nice and easy, and this is what it looks like. It's very delicious. The casserole, the hash browns at the bottom, look, it's still crispy like I told y'all. You can see the smoke, the steam, everything is delicious. It has been incorporated. So make sure I see you next time when we do another meal prep meal for the week. And make sure you like, subscribe, and you are following me on all days when I drop videos, because any day I can drop a video. So make sure your notifications on, and I see you next time. Hopefully you like and enjoy.